Thank everybody for being here. This is the Monday, April 3rd, the Budget and Finance Committee meeting. And looking ahead, I think we have a relatively light agenda today. But looking ahead to the future, I just wanted to the committee to bring up some dates. There will be a meeting of the whole council on April the 26th at 1 p.m. in the afternoon here, following the Mayor's State of Metro message, where the Finance Director will be making a presentation, an annual right that we always look forward to. And then under the current tentative budget schedule, there'll be budget hearings on May 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th from 4 to 6, and the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th from 4 to 6. The hearings on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th will also include capital requests by the department. The mayor submitting her CIB on May the 15th. Is this a question? Yes, and then Rosie has a handout which she will be giving out to everybody. But just generally, the Pridemore system of hearings we're about to embark on, and so if today's meeting is relatively short, we will be catching up on that. But again, on April the 26th at 1 here for the Finance Director's presentation, and then May, 8 days are scheduled for both operating and capital budget hearings. May 8th through the 11th from 4 to 6, and the 22nd to the 25th from 4 to 6. It may run longer than 6, but if you would go ahead and book that time. And then subsequently on May the 30th, there's a thought of having a treasurer's report and also the CIB backlog report, and further discussion on the CIB on May the 30th. Also, that also would be at 4 o'clock. But Rosie has a schedule to hand out. Any scheduling questions before we get started? If not, thank you all for being here, and we will start off on Resolution RS 2017-624. Sponsor Coleman authorizes the Director of Public Property to purchase a portion of real property on 6120 and 6030 Mountain View Road in Antioch for the use and benefit of the Metro Nashville Public Schools. Is there a motion? Moved and second, and is there discussion? I see the sponsor here and Councilman Glover.
Just very briefly, I know the last elementary school that was done in Antioch area, there was some controversy. Has there been public hearings? Have they done any public meetings and to talk with the neighborhoods, et cetera, about that? That's my only question. Thank you.
Councilman Coleman.
You're right, Councilman Glover. That was last term, and there were quite a few neighbors that were concerned about Smith Spring Elementary, but not on this particular site. I haven't heard anything, but I can assure you, if there's any concern, we'll stop this in its track and get everything addressed. But this seemed to be pretty fundamental.
All right, thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councilman. Seeing no one else in the queue, the motion having been made and seconded, all in favor say aye. All opposed. 624 is recommended to the council. Resolution RS 2017-625 approves a grant from the Friends of Metro Dance to the Metro Parks and Recreation to provide a semi-permanent dance floor to be installed at the Z. Alexander Luby Theater. Is there a motion? Moved and seconded. Seeing no one in the queue for discussion, all in favor say aye. All opposed. 625 is recommended to the council. Resolution 2017-626, sponsor Cooper and Allen approves a grant, an amendment to a grant agreement between the Metro Department of Development and Housing Agency and the Metro Homelessness Commission to provide services for homeless persons housed through the 100,000 Homes campaign, and to provide outreach to persons living in encampments. Is there a motion? Motion made and seconded. Seeing no one in the queue, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed. 626 is recommended to the council. Resolution 2017-627 approves a grant from the Tennessee Department of Health to the Metro Board of Health to improve the health of citizens of Davidson County by preventing and controlling the use of tobacco. Is there a motion? Moved and seconded. Seeing no one in the queue, all in favor of 627, please say aye. All opposed, 627 is recommended to the council. Resolution 2017-628 approves a grant from the Greater Nashville Regional Council to the Metro Social Services Commission to provide meals that meet RDA nutritional guidelines to eligible seniors in their homes throughout Davidson County. Is there a motion? Motion made and seconded. Seeing no one in the queue for discussion, all in favor of 628, please say aye. All opposed, 628 is recommended to the council. Resolution 2017-629 approves a contract between the Metro Board of Health and the Tennessee Department of Health to provide for the administering of environmental health programs. Is there a motion? Moved and seconded. Seeing no one in the queue for discussion, all in favor of 629, please say aye. All opposed, 629 is recommended to the council. Resolution 2017-630 approves an amendment to a grant from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency to the Metro Board of Health to fund an ongoing program to achieve established ambient air standards and protect human health. Is there a motion? Motion made and seconded on 630. Is there, seeing no one in the queue for discussion, all in favor of 630, please say aye. Opposed, 630 is recommended to the council. Resolution RS 2017-631 approves a grant from the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development to the Nashville Career Advancement Center to establish career services for eligible adults, youth, and dislocated workers with barriers to employment, education, training, and support services to succeed in the labor market. Is there a motion? Motion and second. Seeing no one in the queue, all in favor of 631, please say aye. All opposed, 631 is recommended to the council. Resolution RS 2017-633. Sponsors Elrod, Cooper, and Allen approves an intergovernmental agreement between the Tennessee Department of Transportation and Metro Public Works for the acceptance of work in connection with the construction of a state industrial access road serving Centurion Stone. Now this resolution is, I'm going to defer to our counsel here, is also connected with 651 and 652, and there is a sense of deferring this one meeting to have all three bills proceed at the same time.
Correct.
We do have someone here from Public Works if we want to have a discussion on 633 currently, or I guess I will make the motion to defer one meeting to the April 17th meeting to have all three bills up at the same time. Motion made and seconded. All in favor of the one meeting deferral, please say aye. All opposed.
Going to re-refer it to
And this is re-referred back to the committee for April 17th and to be on track with 651 and 652. Resolution RS 2017-634, sponsors Syracuse, Freeman, and others, approves an intergovernmental agreement between the Tennessee Department of Transportation and Metro Public Works for the acceptance of work in connection with the construction of a complete street project on Murfreesboro Road from the I-24 ramp to Foothill Drive. Is there a motion? Motion made and seconded. Seeing no one in the queue for discussion, all in favor say aye. All opposed. 634 is recommended to the council. Resolution 2017-635 approves an intergovernmental agreement between the Tennessee Department of Transportation and Metro Public Works for the acceptance of work in connection with the construction of a complete street project on Gallatin Pike from Altaloma Road to Liberty Lane. Is there a motion? Motion made and seconded. All in favor say aye. All opposed. 635 is recommended to the council. Resolution RS 2017-638 authorizes the Metro Department of Law to compromise and settle the personal injury claim of Nicole Johnson against Metro and the amount of $10,000. Is there a motion? Motion and seconded. Seeing no one in the queue for discussion, all in favor of 638, please say aye. All opposed, seeing none, 638 is recommended to the council. Resolution RS 2017-639 authorizes the Metro Department of Law to compromise and settle the personal injury claim of Lamar J. Murray Sr. against Metro in the amount of $10,000. Is there a motion? Motion made and seconded. Seeing no one in the queue for discussion, all in favor of 639, please say aye. All opposed, 639 is recommended to the council. Bill number 2017-643 amends the Metro Code relative to economic and community development incentive grants. Is there a motion? Motion made and seconded. Councilman Glover.
Just a quick, give me kind of what's the purpose? What are we trying to accomplish with this?
Well, as I'm the technical sponsor, so I will take a bat at this. This is a purely technical amendment.
Okay.
The word new was left out of the original legislation, meaning that economic incentive award money goes to new jobs, increased from a baseline.
Okay.
And again, I think it's just a.
So it's housekeeping more than anything else?
Housekeeping, and actually made, I think Council Jameson would agree, with Matt Wilshire's suggestion several months ago that this would be a technical cleanup to something that was omitted.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Councilman Mendez.
Thanks. I guess I want to hear from Mr. Wiltshire about his thoughts about this.
Hang on one second, Matt. There.
I would concur with Councilman. I'm not sure I can claim the creation of the idea, but certainly what this does. So the UBS is the best example. We did this job grant for UBS. UBS had 240 employees in Davidson County at the time we did the incentive for them when they were announcing that they were relocating 1,000 jobs from New York, and we established a baseline. We're not going to pay for the first 240 that are already here, only those above that. And that's how we've done every one of these deals that we've done. And I didn't even realize it, but evidently under the language originally, we could have, in addition to the 1,000 new, paid for the 240 existing. That has not been our practice. So I don't think that this technical amendment would alter the way we've operated, at least in my time here.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Seeing no one else in the queue, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. 643 is recommended to the council. This is the end of our fairly short agenda, and again, for today, Council Lady Allen.
Thank you. I have a request to speak. I just want to remind folks that are here for budget and planning that we're having a special meeting of the Planning, Public Works, Parks, and Health Committee at 5:15 to hear from Gary Gaston of the Nashville Civic Design Center talking about the Shaping Healthy Communities book. And so I hope that people will stick around for that as well, because it'll be a great presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Lady. And then again, mark your calendars for these meetings coming up as we move into budget season. And with that, we are adjourned. Thank you.